Hey guys, welcome to Sabi Unique Art. My name is Ricardo, and today I'm going to show you guys how I draw clothing on a female body. Someone in the comment asked me how to draw clothing, so I guess I'm going to take this opportunity to show you guys. So let's get started. Alright guys, so drawing clothing on the body. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy, but I'm gonna try my best trying to explain on how to do that. So it's three things when it comes to drawing clothing on a body. One is gravity. That's the number one thing, gravity. And you have two elements you have to think about. I'm talking about stretching and folding. So I'm gonna show you how I do that on this sketch. I already pre-sketched the character I'm gonna use. I'm using Next, so I did a roughly like a super rough sketch so I can show you when I'm drawing the clothes. So for example, let's put I don't know, a t-shirt on next. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So gravity, right? So if you just imagine if you have a flat cloth, right? If it's flat and it's nothing pulling on it, then you won't see any creases. It's just going to be flat, right? So by having the sketch right here, say this, imagine, well, if you look on my screen, this is a flat cloth. Say I'm going to put this flat cloth on here. So now once because you have gravity going on, you have two things. You have once you put, say this is the cloth. Let me turn this down. I'm really hope I can explain this properly. Okay, so she have her two balloons, right? Because of gravity, the cloth have to wrap around whatever object it's laying on. So because you have two balloons here, you're gonna have this stretch. That's basically because it's laying down. You're gonna have like a stretch mark, like a tension mark or whatever. So say I'm drawing our clothes right now, and our balloons are a decent size, right? This is our clothing, our t-shirt, I guess. So I make it simple. So this is it. Okay, so now say I want to have it to wrap around her body. So now, because she have the two balloons here and the armpit is right here, so creasing. So basically you have, because the top surface here, the round area of the chest, the gravity is pulling it down. You have like here, because again the cloth is folding around whatever it's laying on. And you have here, you have there. See? So it depends on how loose the cloth is as well. You put more crease. If it's not that much, if it's not that loose, you don't have to put that much crease in. So there you go. This is the stretch I'm talking about, the tension. That's the tension coming off. And again, because it's kind of tight, so we have some type of tension going on. So you notice I'm wrapping a tension around our two balloons. Let me mark it, number one and number two. So that's a stretch between both. Now the armpit. Right here you have a how you say it? Because you have a two joint points, you don't have yeah, there you go, still a stretch right there. And because it's again, because how loose it is, you have this is the hand right here, and then you have a stretch here because gravity, or you can just have it here because all about the gravity this direction. See, it's gravity pulling the flat cloth down, so you have gravity. If you notice up here is smooth because it's falling down on her. So this is just one. Let's say I want to do here. Let's try here, like our stomach, right? So the clothes came down way down here, right? and we're gonna have this tighter. Let's have this super tight, like that much tight. Okay, so because it's very tight, now you have tension coming from this direction and this direction going across, and then you know, same as these here. So gravity again, pulling down on the cloth, and then because of the she's so tight around our torso, you're gonna have stretches like this, tension going across, right? Again, I'm trying my best trying to show you, because this is anime, you don't have to go too crazy with the folding. So this is the tension. As far as the crease part where it ends, so you have the stretchy part, that's the tension here, and then the folding part, like the part that pinch, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm articulating it properly, but like the edge right here, it fold in right here. So you have, see right here, you have to do, how to explain it? I guess you can say the crush area. So you have the tension coming out, same as here, the crush part where it ends, same goes for here, and then you have the stretch coming down. So I'm gonna, let's draw finalizer, and then I can when I put the clothes on her, because she's gonna be wearing a jacket. She's not gonna be wearing our normal clothing. She's gonna be wearing, this is Nyx, by the way, from my game, Vaygren. So I'll be putting a jacket on her, plus a tight t-shirt and a skirt. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna walk through it and how I do it. So that's probably easier than trying to explain it this way. So let me turn this off. I already did a quick mock-up of what I'm trying to do. So let me turn these off and turn this down. Matter of fact, let's detail her first. Alright, so let's detail her real quick. I might fast forward this part because you guys are here to watch how to draw clothes. So let me just do this quickly. Actually, I will have a timestamp to go straight to the clothing, so you don't have to sit here and watch me draw this. But just in case you want to watch it, here it is. It's like watching paint dry. In this clothing I'm giving her, this outfit, I should say, she's wearing the 90s glasses, you know, back in the days type. Right here. Alright, let's see if I can draw these glasses on her. Oh. Actually, let's do the face first. Glasses is always difficult for me sometimes. I'm gonna try my best. Again, guys, you guys can skip. It's gonna be in the description. You can skip straight to drawing the clothes in. Now let's zoom out so we can see what the hell we're doing. Alright, let's do the flip. It's looking cute. And something need to move because something can't see it, but I know it's there. Let's flip it again. Actually, let me just continue. Where's my brush? Alright. Turn this off from down here. Let's see how it looks. Face. This is off. Or chin. Chin is out there. You need chin to come in. Oh, something goes off. Here. There you go. Now she look cool. See. Alright, let's zoom out. Let's save that. Something still look off. I can't tell. I don't want to be hold up too long on this part. Like I always say, guys, if you're getting frustrated on something, move on to something else instead of sitting and trying to hyper focus. Alright, we're moving on. We're gonna come back to this part. Alright. She's wearing a jacket, so we're gonna separate this here. Let's separate that. We'll create a new layer. Alright. So here's a sample of the jacket I put on her. Let me turn this down. Alright, for the jacket. Alright. So her head is too big. I think that's what it was, or head is too big. Alright guys, so let's start on the the jacket, since the jacket is the hardest, probably going to be the hardest. So she's gonna wear one of those old school jackets. So let's draw this part. I'm assuming that's all it's supposed to be. So now you have our chest part here, right? So we're gonna have this is our shoulders here. So the jacket's coming out. And because of this, it's perspective drawing, you're not gonna really see too much of here because the camera is like, I don't know if you can see, but the camera is pointed up. So let's start from this area. Let's move this out the way, right here. Come on. Let's turn our head down so we can see what we're doing. So it's going over our chest, right, and it's coming down. I have a reference on how the jacket I'm trying to draw. It's on my other screen over here. Okay, so basically, alright, like this, and it's going over our balloons. And it's gonna come down and it's stopping here. And then shoulders. Right? And because the styling of the jacket, it's very puffy. So and stitching here, and it's puffy. I am also drawing the stretch lines, as you can tell. The gravity is pushing the jacket down. So that's the jacket, and then the outside of the jacket. Here our jacket is going to be open. So it's basically, what type of style jacket this is? We're gonna have that's the end of the jacket. I'm not really doing too much folding. I'm just trying to draw the shape of the jacket before I start doing the creases. Alright, that side, and the same thing goes for here. Coming down. Again, gravity, guys, you have to, it goes, I'm drawing the jacket to the almost shape of the our balloons. Right, and then here it's coming down. I might have to make our balloons smaller because they're too big right now. Yeah. Bring this in. And there's shape that. And curve. Okay, so this is the outline of the jacket. And I still think it's too big. I still need to come in some more. So let me adjust it before I start putting the curves, the folding. We're gonna hide some. No, I don't want to hide too much of the balloons. Or should I get the balloon smaller? And we're gonna leave it alone. What makes this is a bit harder because of the perspective drawing. And this here is out too much, so we need to push this in. I think that's what it is. Our balloon was too big. And I gotta keep on model. Alright, let's do the jacket. Let's put in the creasing of the jacket. So now you have gravity coming down like this on her, right? So let's start making the folds. So this is our balloons here, right? So this is a stretch mark because you know the gravity is pulling down on the cloth. So it's a stretch here and it's coming around our chest, our balloons here. Okay, same as here. This is a stretch mark. And then you have the stretch part and then you have the compression part. That's where it's crumbled together. That's where like our armpit, right? So you basically have a stretch coming down because the cloth is coming down, and then it's a fold right here. So basically it's the crush part. But you still have to think about gravity when you're drawing these things. Okay, what am I doing? And one more stretch here. Okay, you see the stretch? It's coming down this direction. It's pulling, it's going down. That's gravity. And we're gonna do because it's a circle here, I'm gonna put something like this. Just a slight stretch right here. And then you have this part here because of the design, right? When you come to this area, let me go find a jacket to make sure. I'm using multiple jackets trying to make this our outfit. So I'm basically doing our outfit on the go. Anyway, so this is the stitch part because this is stitch here. Sometimes you have because of the stitching right here, you have a pinch here and there, but overall it's like this. And then for the arm it's the same thing because of the design of the jacket itself. Even if she wasn't wearing this jacket, let me put this down, this is too hot. Even if she wasn't wearing this jacket, the design of the jacket is like this. It's puffy. So we're just gonna put some gravity to it. So let's clean this up. So this is our armpit here, and because it's pulling down, we have this part, and again the gravity is pulling. So basically you have this, and then because she's have a folding part, you know, on the sleeve, because you'll have to sorry, because of the folding part of her sleeve, let's draw this in. So we're gonna do a roughly sketch on how this looks. Again, it's pulling. And let's see. Where else gravity? Yeah, gravity is pulling from here too. You see that? Right there. So if you kind of trying to imagine it in your head, you actually can see where gravity is pulling the cloth. Again, I'm not really good at this, but I'm trying to, you know, show you how I go by doing it. It is very complicated when it comes to clothing. Actually, let's have some more fold here because it's crumbled up. So it's like this and that. For now, we're gonna leave it like this for now. So when I'm drawing these things, it's not all the time I put a lot of lines. I usually use the color to show the folds as well, because when it have too many lines, it's, especially when you're doing animation, that's just more work, and nobody's trying to do extra work. Well, I'm not trying to do extra work. Okay, so let me figure out how her jacket is. All right, let's do this design. I don't know how I should draw a jacket. Actually, let's do this. That's probably easier. We're gonna follow tradition. Traditional jacket. So I got no idea what I'm doing right now. Or we're just winging it, guys. That's all we're doing right now. We're winging this design. Alright, so since we have one side, let's turn off our body. I don't like how this arm folds. I don't like this part. It doesn't look good to me. Let's do this part over. So this is the jacket is coming out. Fold, and then puff. I mean, this is good for now. I guess when I start inking it, I will clean this up a bit more. Alright, let's not get caught up on this. See, like when if I color it, I would have I'm going to show you when I start coloring this to show you how I use color to kind of hide all these lines. Instead of doing a bunch of lines, I use the colors to hide give it illusion of fold. Alright, jacket, let's do this part. Again, because if our chest is here, without even looking, because I shape the jacket towards our balloons, I can gravity. You see that? Bam. And let's do this part here. Off the back. This gravity pulling in this jacket part here. And we can have a puff folder here. There you go. And then see, without even seeing, even though I still think this is too far out. It's a bit too far out. Yeah, man, it looks like, yeah, you need some gravity period on here, without even seeing a sketch. Yeah, much better. It was just too out there by itself. Alright, that's better. Alright, so we have that. So let's draw our body now. Technically, the easiest route was to draw her body. Like if I drew her body, then we wouldn't be going back and forth right now. Okay. Alright, so our chest is here. So we're gonna, because it's our chest again, gravity pulling our t-shirt down now. Gravity, and gravity's, the cloth is laying on our chest, so you have to stretch those tension marks, these tension I was talking about. You put it, let me repeat myself because I got tongue tied up. Clothing, the tension on the clothing, it's resting in our chest, so we pulling, gravity is pulling the shirt down, right? We don't have to put that much crease up here because it's from up here. And I guess she's wearing a t-shirt. Let's put a t-shirt. So if she's putting a t-shirt, we're gonna have a little bit of crease in. Okay, and then so now we have to figure out, is our t-shirt loose or is it tight? We're gonna keep it loose. We're gonna keep it loose. So basically, I'm drawing the shape. redrawing the shape of the clothes. Shape and out. I don't like the shape. Let me get rid of the jacket because the jacket is in the way. Okay, I don't like this part. Let's do this better. Actually, should I have our clothes in our? Should I show skin on our belly? Yeah, we're gonna do that. So clothing. Man, this is tongue tying. We're drawing the end of the cloth. And I really hope you guys understand what I'm saying, or at least get something from this, because clothing is not easy or easy to show someone. But at least with practice, with practice you understand, because God knows I still need to practice myself. All right. Now let's turn this off and see. You see, it's not that bad, right? Oh, I need to save. I'm here playing around. Oh, it's saving. All right, let's fix our jacket because our jacket is weird. There we go. All right, let's flip her. Let's flip her and see what's up. All right, see what this is what I'm missing right here. Our back. I didn't draw our back properly. See, without the color, you can kind of see how the clothes is resting on our chest. I don't like this at all. Anyway, all right, let's do our rest of our body. So now we're gonna draw our belly button, and I probably should put this clothing a bit higher because it's a bit too low for me. Let's push this up because we need to see some abs. So we're gonna cheat and we're gonna push this up so we can see some abs. All right, let's show some abs. So this is our chest here. Imagine, oh, let's get off this layer. Our torso is here. This is our torso coming down. Actually, let me turn this down so you guys can see and don't be confused. Nope. It would help if you name your layers, but I'm too lazy to name my layers. Don't be like me, name your layers. Alright. Chest is here. Our torso, our rib cage. So rib cage. This is our rib cage here. And come in, rib cage, our abs, and our hip. Should I make our hip lower? Yes, let's do our hip lower. Lower our hip a bit. Coming out. More hip. Start from here. Come in, come out. Bam. And because our clothing is here, we're gonna, let's push this down a little bit. Let's cheat. Push this down. Okay. We're trying to see at least one ab. Something. There you go. Alright. Our hip. Come in. It's funny, I'm gonna hide all of this anyway, so I don't know why I'm even stressing this. Alright, we don't have this part. We ain't gonna put too much detail because our clothing gonna hide all this. So let's turn this down. We just need this as a reference. So turn this back up. See our clothing over here and our jacket, it's over there. So now let's do our skirt. So, because you have to follow the curvature of our body, we're gonna do this. Our hip is too big. There you go, curvature. That's where the belt will go. Right? Actually, no. Something is off. Something is off. Something is definitely off. I just, I'm here drawing. I don't see it. Let's see. Our body shape is a bit off. I think that's what it is. Let's erase this. This is what happens when you sketch too fast and don't really pay attention and don't plan stuff out properly. The torso is a bit too small, too short. Much better. Alright. What I was doing. Alright. So our skirt. Follow the curvature of our body. It's probably too high. Let's bring it lower. There we go. It's probably is it too low? I don't know. Okay, you know what, we're gonna leave that alone and let's do the skirt because this part is kind of difficult for me right now. Our hand. Again guys, I'm gonna have timestamp, so you'd have to watch me struggle. You can just click on where you want to be in the video. This is our hand for now until I clean it up. Big ass hand though. Let's fix this hand because it's too big. And our clothing. Our hip. right, better. Okay. So because we have to follow the lines of our body, so we're gonna do this. Maybe not. Our belt buckle. Let's do our belt buckle first, so we can see how it's gonna look. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put belt on her. I might get rid of the belt. And here's the other thing. See, this is our middle of our body here, so this is in the wrong position. It's here. You know what? Let's get rid of the let's just like rid of the belt, because I don't know what I'm putting on her right now. I'm just. It's when you have no plans, you just drawing and hopefully something come out good. All right. She's wearing a skirt, so let's do a skirt. So erase this part, and the skirt come down here, and curve up our leg, and up our leg, and come down here. Ooh, that didn't look right. Skirt is cut too high. Let's cut it here. You notice that I'm just drawing the shape of our skirt. I didn't start putting the fold yet. Just a shape. Oh wait, I forgot our hand. I forgot our other arm. Okay. The same premise as this one. So our hand is here. There we go. That's our other hand. Okay. Let's do our legs before we do the clothing fold. So our leg here. There's an other leg. Let's turn all this off. All right. So I just draw the shape of the skirt. I didn't really put in any folding details yet, because I'm gonna show you and how I go by doing it. And soon. As I find this or torso, I'm gonna put some muscle up in here. All right, let's turn on this. So basically, the tension again, the stretch and pull, because our leg is here and it have a crease. So you have stretch, the tension, especially here. Turn this off so you can see. Stretch, because our legs is up, it's creating tension here, and again because it's gravity. And this is the crush part here. Same thing coming around here. Pull. Because she's standing up, all that tension is pulling on our skirt. And this line looks weird. Let's try this again. Pull. And we're gonna do something like this. Put some of the design in our skirt. And like that. Some design going on. And is our skirt tight? Kinda. Let's do a look at. Let's have it tight a bit. So if it's tight, it's gonna be pulling on our skin, like making impression on our legs. So that looks weird. So it's pulling on our leg. Same goes for here. It's very tight. And then we're gonna put a crease in right here. The split right there. No, let's put a split over here. So you have the split and it's holding because it's pretty much super tight. Now let's bring this up a bit because it's stretch. Because our leg is stretching, so you're gonna have it stretch. There we go. See? Again, you have to think about gravity and how it's how the object or the person pulling the cloth that's on her. So this is legs, and we're gonna have this leg, and we're gonna put a shot eye here. We're getting there, guys. Get in there. It's our legs, and let's fix this part here. Is she wearing what she's wearing? Is she's wearing long stocking or just straight pants? Or there's just no stocking? Oh wait, let me save. I'm here messing around, I didn't save. It's saving. Oh no. Actually, we're gonna keep it. It's just gonna be legs. We're not gonna put no. We're not gonna do this. Or should we? Actually, let's do that. Because it's tight, it's gonna make an imprint in our skin. Same goes for here. It's tight, so you wanna put an imprint. Okay, it's squeezing on our legs. It's very tight. Let's do our hand. Let's flip. Not bad, right guys? Not bad at all. Let's mess with our hair though, because the entire time I'm doing this thing is kind of annoys me. So this is our hair. So right here going down. Here. This right here. Going on like this. She got 3 strands. This is when if Nyx was on, if she was on Earth and she's trying to chill. This is the type of clothing she would be wearing if she lived on Earth. Okay. Now everything looking good except here. I can't put my finger on it, but something here is driving me up the wall. Let's duplicate the head. And we're gonna try to mess with right here because something is off. Can't tell what it is, but something is off with this here. So we're gonna use our trusty. There, see, there you go. Got it. I know something was off. Now she look cool. She look cool as hell. Let's push this out some more. Alright guys, so this is where I'm going to start inking, but before I start inking and coloring, hopefully you guys learn something of me sketching it and trying to explain how clothing fold is. Very complicated. It takes a while for you to get the hang of it, but hopefully what I showed you helps. So with that said, I think the tutorial for how to draw clothing and folding is over. Now I'm just gonna ink, color, and end the video after that. So still around. If you like this, what I just showed you, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and watch me ink the rest of the drawing and coloring. So